Okay, let's start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuruन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. So let me share my screen. Haribol, can somebody hear me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, of course. We can hear you.
So my applications are not responding.
My God.
What's happening? I'm not able to do anything. Okay, so I will have to restart. Please excuse me. I'll restart my laptop.
Oh, okay, Prabhu, no problem. Prabhu, meanwhile, I have a question. Like what you are sharing every week, it's in Sanskrit, but it's in English, right? You are reading from English, right? I think it's a frozen. Prabhu is frozen.
Very good, Odis. So we can get started. Where did we start? So just to long time we have looked at the overview of the book. So the book is divided into 4 sections. You can see Eastern section, Southern section, Western section, and Northern section. This is just a title for the section, but otherwise Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and Section 4. Bhakti-rasāmṛta Sindhu is divided into 4 sections. First section talks about Bhakti, starting from definition of Bhakti and Sadhana Bhakti until Prema Bhakti. And then next 3 sections just to talk about Rasa. And we are in the first section. Every section has multiple chapters. First section has 4 chapters. We are in the second chapter. We have third and fourth chapter. So second chapter is quite long. And within the second chapter, we are reading about Vaidhi Bhakti and Sadhana Bhakti. And within Vaidhi Bhakti, we are talking about Angas of Bhakti or limbs of Bhakti. And we are in the 50th limb of Bhakti. So let's go there. So there are 64 limbs or Angas of Bhakti in a summary form. So we are reading the 50th Anga, with this Sarvata Sharanapati. Not 50. This is 52. 50 we read already. 52, which is Sarvata Sharanapati, that taking shelter of the Lord all the time. Yata Hari Bhakti Vilasa. He gives a quotation from Hari Bhakti Vilas. Tava asmi iti vachan vacha tata eva manasa vidan tat sthanamashritah tanva modate sharanagataha. So what is sharanagati? What is sharanagati is Tava asmi iti vadan. I am yours, O Lord. By speaking that statement, by your words, and then also thinking the same thing in your mind. Not just you are speaking and then you do something else, but also in the mind. So I say, I am yours. By words, you say to the Lord. And also you say to think from your mind that, you belong to the Lord. That's sthanamashiritaha, taking shelter of his sthana. It is temple, for example. Taking shelter of his temple or his house, which is again a temple or whatever it is, by your body. So by your words, you are telling that I am yours, O Lord. By your mind, you are thinking the same thing. And by your body, you are taking shelter of the temples of the Lord. Modate, who becomes happy. That is called, that person has taken shelter of the Lord, Sharanagataha. He gives an example from Narasimha Purana, Shri Narasimhecha, Tvam prapannaha asmi sharanam devadeva janardana iti yaha sharanam praptaha tam kleshad uddharayami aham. Tvam prapannaha asmi sharanam. That I have taken shelter of you. Tvam sharanam prapannaha asmi. So I have taken shelter of you. Devadeva janardana. Oh, Lord of the Lords. Oh, Janardana. Or Krishna. Iti yaha sharanam praptaha. By say, in this way, who has taken shelter of the Lord, what happens to that person? Tam kleshad uddharayami aham. So Krishna says, I deliver that person from all the miseries, klesha. So Jiva Goswami says, Sharanam prapanna asmi rakshitrutvena vratavan asmi. So what is Sharana means? Prapanna asmi. That is, you are taking shelter. It means here rakshitrutvena vratavan. That, I am choosing the Lord as my protector. That is what prapanna. I am choosing Lord as my protector. He will protect me all the time. I don't need to worry about anything else. Sharanam tad ashrayam praptaha. This is taking shelter of the Lord. Like In this case, it might look like, what is protection, what is shelter. There is a difference between these two. I have noted it. So, so taking dependence on the Lord versus thinking the Lord as your protector, that you are depending on the Lord for everything. That is you can say shelter or ashraya. Whereas protection means you are thinking him as your guardian. He will protect you from all the obstacles. That is my understanding. I don't see acharyas have given any other commentary on that. Sharana Shabdena tad hi tad dvayam api uchyate. So both these meanings are acceptable. Atha tadiyanam sevanam. So the next one is tadiyanam sevanam tadiyaha tulasi shastra mathura vaishnavadeha. So serving the things that belong to the Lord. Tadiya means that which belong to the Lord, which belong to Him. So tadiyanam sevanam. So doing service to the things that belong to the Lord. So what are all the things? Tadiyaha, tulasi. Tulasi belongs to the Lord. Shastra belongs to the Lord. Mathura is dham, it belongs to the Lord. Vaishnava, the devotees belong to the Lord. So all of these are called tadiyas, etc. He has given other things also. 53rd Anga is serving Tulasi, and 54th is serving Shastra, 55 is Mathura, serving Mathura, 56 is serving the Vaishnavas. So that's how divided. Okay. Though it is said as Tatiyanam Sevanam, serving things belong to the Lord as one Anga, but it's basically the Tulasi is what is considered as one count when you are counting. In Shastra, you have to count as separate. Mathura, you have to count as separate. And Vaishnava, you have to count as separate. Now, for Tulasi, Yatha Skande, from the Skanda Purana. Yadrish, Mataji, you know the meter of this one?
Which one? This Drishta Sprishta Tatana? That one? Is it a Sriman?
This one. Yadrishta Nikila Gasarana Shamani Sprishta Vapu Pavani.
Yadrishta Nikilaga. So I'm not able to see something, cursor or something like that. Yadrishta Nikilaga Sanga Samanta Sprashta Vapu Pavani Roganam Abhivandita Nirasani Sikshantake Trashini प्रत्यासत्ति विध्यायनी भगवता कृष्णस्य संरोपिता यस्यातश्चरणे विमुक्तिफलदा तस्यै तुलस्यै नमः. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Ya drishta nikila aga sanga shamani. So when you look at the tulasi, what happens? All your sins get destroyed. This is the glorification of tulasi. Ya sprishta, when you touch tulasi, what happens? Vapuf pavani, your body becomes purified. Sometimes we get low birth because of our sinful karmas in the past. So when you touch tulsi, you become free from that, and your body in general becomes purified. Abhivandita, when Tulasi is being glorified, what happens? Roganam nirasani. So she removes us all the rogas. Roga in general meaning disease, but Jiva Goswami says roga means klesha matranam. So all the kleshas, all the miseries. When you glorify Tulasi, all your miseries get destroyed. Sikta antakatrasini. So when you pour water to her, what happens? Antakatrashini, she removes the fear of Yamraj from you. Pratyasakti vidhaini bhagavataha krishnasya samropita. Samropita is planting. When you are planting tulasi, what happens? She brings closeness or proximity to Krishna, to you, planting the tulasi. Nyasta tacharane vimukti palada. When you place tulasi at the lotus feet of Krishna, she gives you vimukti, not mukti, vimukti. Vimukti means Vishesha Mukti. What is Vishesha Mukti? Prema Bhakti. So she gives Prema Bhakti. When you place tulasi leaf at the lotus feet of the Lord, or tulasi manjari at the lotus feet of the Lord, she gives you Prema Bhakti. Tasyai Tulasyai Namaha. So unto that tulasi I will offer my obeisances. This is, you can touch tulasi, you can see tulasi, you can touch tulasi, you can glorify tulasi, you can water tulasi, you can plant tulasi, you can place tulasi at the feet of the Lord. Tatacha tatra eva. So this is regular verse only. Drishta sprishta tata dhyata ketita namita stuta ropita sevita nityam pujita tulasi shubha navadha tulasim devim ye bhajanti dine dine yugakoti sahasrani te vasanti harer grihe. So what are all the different 9 types of services you can do to tulasi? Drishta, tulasi is seen, so basically seeing tulasi. Sprishta, you can touch the tulasi. Dhyata, you can meditate on tulasi. Kirtita, you can talk about tulasi, the glories of tulasi. Namita, you offer obeisances to the tulasi. Stuta, you are glorifying tulasi in front of her. Ropita, planting, you are planting tulasi. Sevita, you are doing service to the tulsi. Nityam Pujita, you are doing worship, Archan, that we do Tulsi Puja. We do, so you can do Tulsi Puja as well. So when that is done, she becomes Shubha. She gives you all auspiciousness. Navadha Tulasim Devim Ye Bhajanti Dine Dine. So one who does every day these 9 types of service, what happens? Yugakoti Sahasrani Te Vasanti Harehe Grihe. So they live in the Lord's house for hundreds of thousands of yugas. So basically, eternally, you can live in the Lord's house. Basically. So Vishwanath Chakravarti has. So here is the Vijay Goswami's commentary first. Vimuktihi Vishishta Muktihi Sa Prema Bhaktihi Ityartaha. So Vimukti means Vishishta Mukti, that is a Prema Bhakti. You already saw that. So here in the 9 types of service to tulasi, one of the thing is ropita. Ropita means literally producing tulasi or like planting tulasi. But then it says dine dine. Every day should we go on to plant tulasi? So Vishwanath Chakravarti addresses that point. Ropita iti ruha janmani pradurbhave iti asya nijanta rupam, and this is a grammar. Tatacha pratidinam tasyaha patra manjariadi pradurbhava prayojakaha bhavishyati iti tatparya arthaha. So what does it mean that ropita? So ropita comes from the root ruhu. Ruhu means janmani or pradurbhava. You make tulasi manifest or you produce it. That is what it is. You give birth, produce it. In the form of nijanta. Nijanta means causative form. So you do that. You produce tulasi. You manifest tulasi. That means you are growing new tulasi. So what is the tatparya? What is the purport of that? He says, Patra manjaryadi pradurbhava prayojakaha. So you should make the tulasi manifest or produce patra, leaf, manjari, that manjari, etc. from the tulasi. Natu pratyaham utpadayishyati atyartaha. Not that every day you go and you have to plant a new tulasi. That is not the meaning. The meaning is that you grow, nurture tulasi in such a way that every day she will produce new leaves, manjari, and so on and so forth. That is the service here. So in this way, you can do 9 types of service to tulasi. 54th Anga is Shastra. Atha shastrasya shastramatra samakyatam yad bhakti pratipadakam. So that which reminds you of bhakti, that which reveals bhakti, those shastras are mentioned here. Here, when Rupa Goswami says Shastra, it means Bhakti Shastras. That is what he is saying. Yata Skande, from the Skanda Purana. Vaishnavani tu Shastrani ye shrinvanti patanti cha dhanyagate manava loke tesham Krishna prasidati. Vaishnavani tu Shastrani yerchayanti grihe naraha. सर्व पाप विनिर्मुक्ता भवन्ति सुरवन्दिताः तिष्ठते वैष्णवं शास्त्रं लिखितं यस्य मंदिरे तत्र नारायणो देवः स्वयं वसति नारद वैष्णवानि तु शास्त्राणि ये शृण्वन्ति पठन्ति च धन्याः ते मानवाः लोके तेषां कृष्णः प्रसीदति. So those Vaishnavas who hear the Shastras, who study the Shastras, they are very fortunate. And those humans who are who are studying the Shastras of Vaishnavas, or who are listening to the Shastras of Vaishnavas, they are dhanyas. They are very fortunate and they please Krishna. Tesam Krishna prasidati. By them, Krishna gets pleased. Vaishnavani tu shastrani archanti grihe naraha. Those humans who worship the Shastras in their home. You can do puja to Shastras also at your home. Vaishnava Shastras. What happens? Sarva Papa Vinirmuktaha Bhavanti. So they become free from all the sins and they get glorified by the Devas also. Suravanditaha. Tishtate Vaishnavam Shastram Likitam Yasya Mandire. So in whose home the Shastra appears. Tishtate means literally stays, but Vishnu Chakravarti will give a grammatical meaning for that. So, what is the meaning? Tishtate iti prakashana arte tu atmane padam. So, usually you would see the form tishtati. Here is the form is tishtate. So, it is in the form of atmane pada. Atmane pada means it's doing on its own, doing for itself. So in the sense of manifesting. So, the Shastra, which is written Shastra, in this modern days, I think you can call it a printed Shastra, which appears on your home automatically, which means it's not that you go outside and purchase and bring it. It means somebody brings Shastra to your home. It manifests in your home without your endeavor. What happens? Tatra Narayana Deva Swayam Vasadi. There, Narayana stays at that place. Oh, Narada Muni. He says to Narada Muni. Okay. Tata Shri Bhagavate Dvadasecha. So, from the 12th canto of Bhagavatam, Sarva Vedanta Saram hi Shri Bhagavatam Ishyate Bhakti-rasāmṛta triptasya nanyatra syadratih kvachit. Sarva Vedanta Saram Bhagavatam. Very simple meaning. That it is the Sara of all the Vedantas. Vedanta means Upanishad. Veda Anta, the end of the Vedas, are the Upanishads. So it is the essence of all the Upanishads, Srimad Bhagavatam. And one who has become satisfied with the nectarian rasa of that Bhagavatam, he will not get attached to anything else. Anything else means non-Bhagavatik Shastra, means it includes the works of our Acharyas as well, because all of our Acharyas' works are derived from, many of them are derived from Bhagavatam alone. So if you take, for example, Bhakti-rasāmṛta Sindhu, he is quoting from Bhagavata, and the essence is derived from there. So, Bhagavata and its derived work, one who has found taste in that, he will not have affection for any other Shastra. So, this is the glorification of Shastra. And this is an anga of bhakti. So how do you do service to Shastra? You do service to Shastra by studying it, by listening to it, by worshipping it, or making it appear in your home automatically. So all of these are service to Shastras. Next one is Mathura. Atha Mathurayaha Yatha Adivarahe, from the Adivaraha Purana. Mathuram cha parityajya yaha anyatra kurute ratim mudaha brahmati sangsare mohito mamamaya. So that person, that foolish person who gives up Mathura and goes somewhere else because of his attachment, uh, who gives up attachment to Mathura and then develops attachment somewhere else, that foolish person, what happens to that? He becomes bewildered by Maya and then he roams around in Sangsara. Mathura includes Vrindavan also. Anyatra means Anya Tirthe. That means he gets attached to somewhere else. Other Tirthas, other holy places. Brahmandecha, from the Brahmanda Purana. Trailokyavarti Tirthanam Sevana Durlabha Hiya Paranandamayi Siddhe Mathura Sparshamatratah. Trailokyavarti Tirthanam, those Tirthas which are existing in all the three worlds. The holy places existing in all the three worlds, not just this earth or in India, all the three worlds. By serving all these Tirthas, what you don't easily achieve, that is Durlabha, Siddhi. What is very, very rare to achieve, that is Prema Bhakti. That Prema Bhakti, which is full of Ananda, Parananda, great Ananda, or transcendental Ananda, or bliss, which is full of transcendental bliss, that you easily achieve just by touching Mathura. Mathura Sparsha Matrataha. So you don't get going around all and serving all the Tirthas, but just touching Mathura, you can get Prema Bhakti. Paranandamayi Prema Lakshana. So he says it is Prema. Shruta Smrita Kirtita Cha Vanchita Prekshita Gata Sprushta Shrita Sevita Cha Mathura Bhishtada Nrnam iti kyatam Puraneshu na Vistara Bhyochyate. Yes, thank you. Shruta, that which is, so Mathura, about Mathura, you can do multiple services. So here are the services mentioned. What are the service you can do to Mathura? Shruta, you can hear about Mathura. That is a service. You can think about Mathura, Smrita. Kirtita, you can glorify Mathura. You can desire Mathura. I want to stay in Mathura. That desire, that is also service. Prekshita, you are from a distance, you are seeing Mathura. There is Mathura. That is also service to Mathura. Gata, actually going to Mathura. Sprushta, you are touching Mathura. After going, you just touch that. Shrita, taking shelter, which means you are continuing to stay there. That is Shrita. Sevita, yeah, you are doing service. So here Sevita is explained by Jiva Goswami. Sevita tattat sthana samskara adina parichita. So basically samskara, you are purifying the Mathura in the sense of you are cleaning the Mathura with the broomstick and other things, making the place clean. That is what the service is. Mathura abhishtada nrinam. So Mathura fulfills all the desires of the human. So iti kyatam. So here with let's look at the commentary also side by side. Abhishtata iti uttara vaishishtyena gneyam. So each of these things is more powerful than the previous one in the list. Okay. Smrita, thinking about Mathura is greater than hearing about Mathura. Glorifying Mathura is greater than thinking about Mathura. Desiring Mathura is greater than hearing Mathura. Seeing Mathura is greater than desiring. And going to Mathura is greater than seeing. Touching Mathura is greater than going there. And then Shruta, taking shelter of Mathura, living there is greater than just touching. And then actually cleaning up and doing some service is actually the greatest of all the things here it is mentioned. Greatest, what in the sense of greatest? It fulfills more of your desires. Which is more powerful to fulfill your desire? The final one is Sevita, cleaning up the Mathura. Iti Kyatam Puraneshu. In this way, there are many things are said in the Puranas. Na vistara bhya uchyate. So Rupa Goswami is not stating here because he does not want the book to become very voluminous. Out of fear of making the book very voluminous, he stops himself. Otherwise, he can quote n number of verses. So those days, when you are writing a large book, there are multiple fears. Even these days also, when you make a big book, nobody first touches that book. It's very big how to study, and that fear of study is there. Other thing is, even there are people who want to study. You have to copy those days by hand, and then not just a copy. You have to maintain that. You have to store it in a place such a way that these ants don't eat that, or rats don't eat that. So there's a lot of things to cope up with writing large volume books. That's why the authors become fearful in writing big books. So here also he says he doesn't quote many other quotations because of the fear of making the book voluminous. Okay, so we'll stop here. We are already 8 minutes past 8. Next week we'll continue from Vaishnava, serving Vaishnavas from 56th onwards. Any questions, thoughts? Devotees.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. I don't have any question, but it is so wonderful. Very nicely explained, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Bhakti.
Thank you, Rajajivan Prabhu, for explaining Tulsi Mahima. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhu, I have a question, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Then Rosnam Jaisla Prabhu. Thanks so much for explaining, Prabhuji. 1 second. My question is more like the subject matter. And what is the overview of 4 vibhagas, 4 divisions? Is it like east? There are 4 divisions like eastern, southern, western, and northern. Are they called vibhaga, Prabhuji? Like Purva vibhaga, Dakshina?
Correct. Purva Vibhaga, Dakshina Vibhaga, Paschima Vibhaga, Uttara Vibhaga. So these are the 4 divisions. You have like Eastern is Purva. Feel free to drop off, yeah. And Dakshina is southern section. Paschima is western. And then you have Uttara, northern section. So this is just a title for the individual sections. But other than that, it's just a topical division of the book.
And how about the waves under each division?
So because see, this entire Bhakti-rasāmṛta, the Sindhu means ocean. So he is using the same analogy everywhere. So if you look at the ocean has 4 sides: eastern section, northern, southern, western, right? So you can divide up the ocean like into four sides. And then what also ocean contains? Ocean contains waves. So he calls each chapter as a wave. He extends that analogy like that.
Okay. So is it called like an overview? Means it's like the divisions and the waves. That's called overview, Prabhuji, overview of the book.
The overview of the book, yeah. I mean, in divisions and the way you say the book is divided into 4 sections, and then each section has multiple chapters, also called waves.
Okay.
In summary, what is each section is talking about? As I mentioned, the first section talks about bhakti definition and sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. Second section talks about the ingredients of rasa. Third section talks about the 5 types of rasas. Fourth section talks about the secondary rasas, 7 types of secondary rasas, and compatibility of rasas and what is rasabhas. All these things are discussed.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Looking forward to hear all these rasas from you, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yeah, in detail. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. We have a hope now that at least we can understand Bhakti-rasāmṛta Sindhu. Otherwise, no hope at all. So thank you so much.
My person, Mataji. I'm also understanding.
It is such a wonderful service you are doing for all of us. Thank you so much for taking your time and sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
One. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa.
कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णव